Real Rock Z103.
It's time for West Central Boys Basketball on Real Rock Z103. Today's game is brought to you by Grant County Lumber, Nelson Auto Center, and the Nelson Auto Center starting lineup, Runestone Telecom, Farmers Co-op Oil, Culligan of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls, Minnesota Motor Company, and the Minnesota Motor Company Halftime Report, Thunderseed, Quality Toyota, and the Quality Toyota Player of the Game, Lake Country Graphics, Park Region, and the Park Region Scoreboard, Lake Region Healthcare, City of Elbow Lake, Runestone Insurance, and Ottertail Power Company. Now for the pregame, let's go up to the court.
And we are live at Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Fieldhouse in Fergus Falls as the West Central Area Knights and the Ada-Borup West Cougars
Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance
do battle here in this section championship.
Business and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. On Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
Well, it is quite a matchup for a section championship as we have the number 2 ranked team in the state in Class A taking on the number 3 ranked team in the state in Class A. The West Central Area Knights come in ranked 2nd in the state and with a very impressive record of 26-3. They average 74 points a game, and they allow just 55 a game to their opponents. So they are outscoring their opponents on the average by 19 points a game. And the Knights are on quite a roll. They have won 16 consecutive games, 20 of their last 21. And that includes 3 section victories in the last week. They beat Belgrade Brutenell Rosa 71-68 on Wednesday after having beaten Border West 71-45 last Saturday. And a week ago Thursday, they started the postseason run with a 74-40 win over the Breckenridge Cowboys. For Ada-Borup West, they are ranked 3rd in the state, and they have a record of 24-5. They score 70.5 points a game and allow 56.7 a game to their opponents. So they are outscoring their opponents by an average of 14 points a game. They have won their last 3, and those are all playoff games, having beaten Henning, the number 1 seed in the North, 69-55 in their last game on Wednesday. They beat Hillcrest 82-62 last Saturday and knocked Battle Lake out a week ago Thursday, 71-50. So that's a preview of the 2 teams who are battling here tonight for the right to move on to the Class A State Boys Basketball Tournament next week in the Twin Cities. Well, stay tuned. We're going to come back with more on our pregame show as head coach Craig Hunter of the Knights will join us after this timeout. You're listening to the Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship game on Real Rock Z103.
In today's world, you need fast internet for just about everything. Runestone Telecom Association's high-speed internet service is here for you. Pay your bills online quickly. Cruise through your homework in no time. Watch a movie at home with your family. Visit your grandkids online. You can work from home with Runestone's high-speed internet service. Speed up to 1 gig is available. Find the speed that's right for your needs. Call Runestone Telecom Association in Hoffman.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
As the days grow longer and the sun gets warmer, it's time to start planning your summer building projects. Whether it's a new deck, porch, addition, or that dream cabin, Grant County Lumber and Hardware is here to help every step of the way.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Oh, hey there, folks. You know, Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake's got your back come game day, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Before you head out to them big away games, swing by their friendly C-store and fill her up on gas and goodies. With Amore pork in the cooler and Abby's Bakery on the shelves. They got snacks tastier than Snickers salad at the church potluck. And that's really saying something. Now let's hit the road and cheer on the Knights. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake. Grab your snacks and get some gas. Oh, and hey, watch out for deer.
Head coach Craig Hunter of the West Central Area Knights is with us, and this is it, the championship game in Section 6A. The Knights, who were top seeded in the South half, winning the subsection in their last game on Wednesday night. And Craig, after that, of course, you got the celebration. Everybody's excited. You enjoy that win. And then you have one day of practice, and here you are playing for an even bigger title here tonight. How was the focus yesterday in practice, and what did you feel that practice went like for you?
Yeah, it was really focused. I mean, the day, you know, when you have one day, you don't do a lot physically, you know, so it's a lot of going through the game plan and stuff. And we watched a little film and did some shooting. And yeah, I mean, this group, they're always focused. They're, like I said, they're really smart basketball players, so they really have a good understanding of our schemes. And you know, just gotta hopefully they execute it. You know, and these kids, they usually do. So
you always have the butterflies, coaches, players, fans. You always have that in a big game like this. But what do you think of this group as far as being able to handle those outside feelings and the internal feelings of the anxiety?
I think it's pretty good. You know, we found out, you know, when these guys were sophomores, we played at Hancock, big underdog for the conference title, and they won. And then last year they won a couple big games on the road against state-ranked teams like Sauk. And then, you know, we lost a few kids to this summer. You know, I got us in some tournaments with 3A and 4A schools, and they were all close games, and we won almost all of them. And they were all, you know, we weren't always ahead at halftime. And like this year, I remember in Melrose, we were down with 8 minutes to go. And there was another game we were down, well, Belgrade the other night, we were down with four minutes to go, you know, and I just told those guys, I reminded them, like, you know, you guys are good in these games, and, you know, you've worked all your life for this, and they seem to always find a good way they have that grit to pull it out. You know, the farther you go with teams like Ada, you don't have that margin for error because they're good, so you got to try not to be behind, but if they are, you know, the kids believe, so.
And having seniors at this level, at this stage of the season, that's pretty important too, isn't it?
I think so. You know, there's so many good young players now, and you see some young teams winning, but I think it definitely helps because, yeah, you know, they played in so many games. I think that helps with the poise and just, you know, having been there so many times.
So tell us about the matchup tonight. What are the keys for the Knights against this Ada-Borup team that is really playing good basketball?
Yeah, they're really good. They're ranked 3rd in the state, and they're playing really good right now. People have been saying all year we're really similar. They have a really athletic point guard, Spaeth, who's their leader. He can do everything, shoot, drive. You know, we have a couple athletic guys like that, and they have a really good shooter in Caden Dolly. We have a couple good shooters, and Larson's their big guy, and we have a big guy in Bai, and then they have a couple guys that are really good off the dribble with McCraven and Scholl. You know, like we have like Chesbo, and so it's really similar. And it's the same with the balance and scoring. We have 4 double-figure scorers. They have 4 double-figure scorers, and they have a good 6-man. We have a good 6-man. So I think both teams are real athletic. Neither one of us is like big. You know, we consider real big nowadays, but very athletic and very balanced and very good defensive teams. So it should be a really good, really fun game for the fans.
What are you expecting to see defensively from the Cougars?
They mostly play man. They run a little 1-2-2 half-court trap occasionally, and they've played some 3-2 zone in every game I've seen them a little bit. I know in Henning they played it for about 10 minutes there for a while, and shut Henning down for a while until Henning started hitting a couple threes and they went out of it. But that's basically what they do. So those 3 things, yep.
Well, you're in a great gymnasium tonight as far as crowd support and fan noise. It's going to get loud in here. What's your thoughts about what the West Central Central area communities have been like as far as supporting this team?
Oh, I've always said we have the best fans. I mean, everywhere we go, people even tell us that we like when you come because you guys travel well. And, all the tournament games so far, our fans outnumbered the other fans. And we have a great following. And I always say that's what it takes to have a great program is it takes everybody, good parents and good fans and good kids and good families. And we definitely have that.
All right, Coach, everybody healthy tonight?
Yep.
All right, good deal. Thanks, Craig.
All right, thank you.
Craig Hunter, head coach of the Knights. We're back with our Nelson Auto Center. Starting lineups in 2 minutes. You're listening to West Central Area playoff action on Real Rock Z103.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
At Thunderseed, we've spent over 4 generations developing the best products for dealers and growers across the region. Success requires a partner who is as committed to the full cycle of your growing season as you are. Call 1-888-6-THUNDER to learn more about our premier partner financing today. Thunderseed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
This is Minnesota, so we're probably going to get some snow eventually, right? When that snow does start coming, the City of Elbow Lake would like to remind you to keep the roadways clear so the city plows can move the snow quickly. The city and Elbow Lake Municipal Power work year-round to provide the best service to the City of Elbow Lake. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, with crews on call to provide service 24 hours a day. The City of Elbow Lake, proudly cheering on the West Central Area Knights. West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Your number one West Central Area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls has a fantastic starting lineup. 7 new brands to choose from and pre-owned vehicles too. Plus, Nelson's starting lineup of sales, service, and support personnel are a team you can count on. From your first vehicle to college grad programs through your changing life, Nelson Auto Center helps make your time on the road a rewarding experience. Nelson Auto Center, Ford, Lincoln, Ram, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and GMC. Their starting lineup salute yours.
We have got a jam-packed Otter Field House at the Roosevelt Gym in Fergus Falls. It's Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship action featuring the West Central Area Knights, who are ranked number 2 in the state in Class A, and the Ada-Borup West Cougars, who are ranked number 3 in the state. Let's meet the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups for Ada-Borup West under the direction of Nate McCraven, their head coach. Wearing 0 is 5'10" senior Wyatt Larson. Number 3 is 6-foot senior Cameron Spaeth. Number 5 is 5'11 junior Austin McCraven. Number 10 is 6'1 junior Caden Dahl. And number 11 is 6'2 junior Mason Larson. Now the starting lineup for Craig Hunter's West Central Area Knights. They will go with 0, 6'1 senior Cam Anderson. Number 3 is 6'5 junior, and that is Ben Vai. Where's number 3? Averages nearly a double-double, 15 points, 9 rebounds a game. Number 11 is 5'11 senior Mitch Dewey. Number 12 is 5'9 senior Naz Dotz. And number 20 is 6'1 senior Bryce Chesbo. There you have the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups for tonight's game. Presented by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. Well, this is not the only championship game going on tonight. There are several around the state. One more that we are covering this evening, and that is taking place at Concordia College in Moorhead. It's the Section 8 2A championship game between the Pelican Rapids Vikings, the number 1 seed, and the Park Rapids Area Panthers, the number 2 seeds in the section. So let's take a look at what happened earlier today. We had the Underwood Rocket girls in action in the semifinal round of the Class A State Girls Basketball Tournament. They were playing at Williams Arena, and Underwood led by 7, but then Goodhue, the top-ranked team in the state, went on a 16-0 run and wound up with a 63-53 victory over the Rockets this afternoon. So Goodhue goes on to play Mountain Iron Buell for the championship tomorrow at noon. And for the Rockets, they are going to play for 3rd place in the state in Class A. They will be at the Gangelhoff Center at Concordia University in St. Paul for a 10 o'clock game tomorrow morning. Jason Retzloff will call the play-by-play on KJ Country 96.5 tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. start time. The Minnesota State High School League reminds us that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Respect for others, including opponents, officials, and fans, is one of those values. Support today's teams with the respect they deserve. This message from the Minnesota State High School League. Well, we've got a couple of great teams going at it here. This is a 3rd time West Central area has played for a championship in a section. They've never gone to state. The last time they were in the section championship was the COVID year, when they lost to Henning 57-45 in the 6A final. That was the 2019-2020 season, and they were 27-3 that year. And of course, Henning never got to go to state because the COVID stuff shut down everything the day after that tournament was played at Concordia. Craig Samuelson, the referee, is going to throw the ball in the air, and we're going to get this underway. The Section 6A Boys Championship game is underway at Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Field House in Fergus Falls. Cam Anderson passing it off left side to Chesbo, sends it to the left-hand corner, baseline drive, bounce pass back out on the three-point line, and Ben Vai drills a 3 on the first possession of the game, and the West Central Area Knights take the first lead. Spaeth passing to head and then getting it back. Here's Spaeth to the free throw line, dishing baseline under the basket, easy lay-in. Nice job there by Lance Kritzberger, the 6'2 senior. Cuts the lead to 3-2 as the Knights set it up to Vai, right side of the lane. Back out to Dots, top of the key. One dribble, then left side pass to Cam Anderson. Cuts into the lane, dribbles, turns, shoots off the rim and in. Nice job by Cam. You know, Cam really got the Knights going the other night, as he scored 13 of his 20 in the first half to get them on off to a good start. As the Knights led by 8 at halftime in that game, 33-25. On the near side, it's McCraven passing it across. Knights are back in a 2-3 half-court zone. High post pass. McCraven, bounce pass, baseline. Got away out of bounds. They couldn't handle it down there. Mason Larson couldn't hold on to the ball, so a turnover. And that could be a key tonight. It always is in every game. But, boy, you get to the playoffs, the turnover numbers can really influence a game. Here's Cam Anderson on the far side, delivering the bounce pass to Bai. Back out, top of the key, Chesbo swings it to Dots, down low to Bai. Bai moving into the lane. Bounce pass to the baseline. Back out on the three-point line. This is Cam Anderson. Delivers down low. There's Bai. He got it loose. And an easy way in for Ben Bai. A little defensive problem there for Ada-Borup West as Bai was wide open under the basket. So 7-2. The Knights off to a good start here. And here's the pass to Spaeth at the free throw line. Nice feed up the lane. It rolls off the rim and in as Mason Larson gets his first points. Here's Nas Dots. Bounce pass baseline. Bai in traffic against Larson. Shot blocked by Larson and recovered by Spaeth. Pushes it ahead baseline, and that one's out of bounds off the hands of Lance Kritzberger. Boy, they had a good chance there. Nice setup, but Kritzberger couldn't hold it. So Ada-Borup West has turned it over twice here in the opening half. 15:40 to go. 7-4. The Knights lead by 3 on our Park Region scoreboard. Baseline feed and contact. And that call is going to go against Mason Larson. His first, team's first. And the Knights will toss it in as it will be put in play from under the basket by Cam Anderson. Cam will lob it into Chesbo. He'll drive up the lane. Turn left, fire it back out. That's deflected into the backcourt, but who did it go off? It went off a Knight. So it's over and back. When Nas Dots touches it, it is a turnover for West Central area. 15:30 to go, opening half. Minnesota Motor Company will bring you our halftime show. Simply drive in to Minnesota Motor Company for their hassle-free express lube. Kritzberger passing it off to Spaeth, and it's stolen away, and there's a backcourt foul as Ada-Borup tried to get it back, and McCraven will pick up the personal. His first, team second. Knights will pass it in. And we have Sam Hansen checking into the lineup for the first time for the Knights. Hansen will pass it in to Cam Anderson. Anderson on the left side, bounce pass by. Bai looks back out. The ball goes into the backcourt again, and the Knights have their second over and back call, their second turnover of the game. And it will belong to the Cougars on the near side. They'll put it in play. McCraven will toss it in as he puts it into the backcourt to Cameron Spaeth. Both of these teams have 4 guys who average in double figures in games. So they're pretty similar, as Craig Hunter was talking about on the pregame. Spaeth, little push-up from 12, is off the heel and rebounded by Chesbo. Ahead near side to Hansen. Goes baseline, bounce it off his foot and out of bounds. Turnovers are 3 aside. Knights lead 7-4. And the Cougars will get the ball. Some full court pressure being applied here. And the Knights are good at that. They're good at deflecting passes, causing problems for ball handlers. Larson down low, underhand layup, no good. And the rebound cleared by Sam Hansen, who pushes it ahead to Anderson. Cam Anderson cuts to the basket, and he lost the ball. Knights have 4 turnovers. Back the other way come the Cougars. To the free throw line, back out to McCraven. McCraven backing in. He lost the ball, but a foul is going to be whistled against the Knights. And that's going to be on Cam Anderson, his first foul, and the Knights' first foul. Bai is back in as he was spelled briefly by Owen Sandstead, the 6'4 junior, and Sandstead will check out. From under the basket on the offensive end, the Cougars will pass it in. Larson back out on the three-point line. It's Spaeth spinning, losing the ball. Hansen comes up with it. He took a shot to the face. He's down on the floor behind the action. Knights are sending it up. Nas Dots on the left side, three-point line. Gets it to the top of the key. Chesbo has it ripped away. And back come the Cougars. Long three by Spaeth is good, and we are tied at 7. First tie in this first half. Knights in possession with Cam Anderson. Top of the key. Sends it right side to By on the wing. Bounce pass down, low post. Chesbo moving into the lane. Fights his way up to the shot. That shot is blocked by Charles Scholl and recovered by the Cougars. Spaeth into the front court. McCraven back to Spaeth. Another three. That rims out. No good. Battle for the board. Won by Dots. Fires it ahead. Anderson breaking to the basket. Reverse layup is in. Cam Anderson has 4, and the Knights are back up 9-7. 13-13 to go in the half. McCraven, now the right side pass, and a three-point shot is good by the Cougars' Caden Dahl. 6'1" junior hits it, and the Cougars have their first lead of the game. They're up 10-9 with under 13 to go. Dots puts the lead right back on the Knights side with a baseline jumper from 12, and Nas Dots has his first basket. On the far sideline, they bring it back out to McCraven, middle of the floor against the 2-3 zone. Coming around on the perimeter, taking the pass is Dahl, and it's knocked out of bounds by who else? Nas Dots. He has active hands defensively out there. The Cougars have Anders Tinjum, a 6'1" freshman, in the lineup for the first time. And here's the pass taken by Caden Dahl. It goes right side to Tinjum. Now back to Dahl. Dahl drives in, dishes to the corner. That three is good. Out of the corner, Charles Scholl knocking down the three. 3 threes made by the Cougars here in the early going, and they have the lead at 13-11. Knights try to answer, rattles out, no good. Defensive rebound, Tinjum clears it, brings it out of the backcourt, passes to McCraven at the top of the key, cuts into the lane, feeds the three-point line. That's off the rim once, twice, rebounded by the Knights, and out of the backcourt they come. Pass from Marshall Dewey. Oh, he can't get rid of it. Now, finally, breaking free is Mitchell Dewey. And Mitch will pass it to the near corner. Marshall Dewey back out to Sam Hansen. Splits the defenders, drives to the basket, misses the shot, and the rebound basket was scored by Marshall Dewey. And now Mitch Dewey off the steal, launching and off the heel. Rebounded by the Cougars. They come back the other way. And the Cougars set it up right side. Into the lane. A little push shot from 12. Good by Caden Dahl. He has 5, and now it's 15-13. That 13-all tie was the second tie that we have had in this game. Bounce pass to the corner, stolen away. It's Scholl coming up with the steal. The Knights have 6 turnovers. Now the Knights take it away as Dots comes up with it. Nas Dots at the free throw line, giving to By, driving inside, getting the basket, drawing the foul. That foul on Scholl will be his first. And By gets the basket to tie the game at 15. And he'll have a chance with a three-point play opportunity here to put the Knights back on top. We have had 3 lead changes and 3 ties in the early going. Right now, even at 15 apiece. And By on the line to try to break the tie. And he does. Ben By has had a great postseason. It's a great year, really, but that's 8 points for him in this one. With 10:45 to go in the half. Bounce pass, right side. Kritzenberger passing it back to Spaeth. Spaeth gives it to McCraven. Puts it to the floor, returns it to Spaeth near the free throw line. Passes it off left side. Tinjum. Now Spaeth with it. Bounce pass to the free throw line. McCraven dishes down low. And there is a steal by Mitch Dewey. Coast to coast, feeding By. Layup good. And a timeout taken. 10 points for Ben By. 10:18 to go in the half. A timeout taken by the Cougars. It's 18-15 in favor of the West Central Knights. And we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more Section 6A boys basketball action from the Roosevelt Gym in Fergus Falls on Real Rock Z103.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
At Thunderseed, we've spent over 4 generations developing the best products for dealers and growers across the region. Success requires a partner who is as committed to the full cycle of your growing season as you are. Call 1-888-6-THUNDER to learn more about our premier partner financing today. Thunderseed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
18-15, the West Central area boys basketball team leading the Cougars of Ada-Borup West as we are down to 10 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Cougars with Tinjum passing to the free throw line of McCraven, now back out. This is Cameron Spaeth, their point guard, finds McCraven left side of the lane, stripped of the ball out of bounds off Chesbo. And back in for the Cougars, Caden Dahl and Mason Larson. A couple of juniors on this team. Knights have Bai and Chesbo, Anderson, and Mitch Dewey. And who else? Who am I missing? Sam Hansen on the floor. Space working on Hansen. Good defense by Hansen. Baseline feed into the lane. Double team pressure. Ball comes free. And we've got a backcourt foul coming against Space, and that will be his first and the team's fourth. Turnover was the 8th for Ada-Borup West. 9:43 remaining here in the first half. 18-15 Knights. Anderson gives it back to Dots after receiving the inbounds pass. Nas will pass it to Anderson, who delivers it back out to the top, and we're going to have a foul. And that's going to be called against Lance Kritzenberger, his first, team's 5th. Dots was setting a screen, and Kritzenberger didn't see him, and he ran him over. And we'll get a substitution here as McCraven is back in, and Tinjum will leave. Knights will pass it in near midcourt. Mitchell Dewey takes it. Dewey's pass goes to Cam Anderson. Gets a screen from Bai. Anderson dribble penetration on the wing. Feeds Dots. Baseline drive through the lane. Kicks it to the corner. Back out. Dots bluffs the 3. Fires it down low to a wide open Ben Bai for the basket. 12 points for Bai. And the Knights lead by 5. Equaling their largest lead at 20-15. Here's McCraven, and Dots is going to get hit with a foul there. He got him hooked with the leg. And Nas Dots will pick up his first foul, and that is team foul number 2 against the West Central area Knights. Sam Hansen is back in. 9 minutes to go in the opening half. We're midway through this first half. The inbounds pass taken by Mason Larson. Larson at the free throw line. Back out to McCraven at the top. Takes the dribble. Feeds it off on the wing. Kritzenberger back out near midcourt to Cameron Spaeth, who wants a screen. Dots defending him. Spaeth cuts in. Dishes to the corner. Shot clock is at 5. Now the ball passed left side to McCraven. It's down to 2. He forces up a off-balance shot, and that's a violation on the shot clock. And Coach Nate McCraven is not liking what's transpiring out there on the court right now. Culligan Water proudly supports the West Central area Knights. For all your water problem needs, including reverse osmosis and water softening, call Culligan Water of Elba Lake and Fergus Falls and let them worry about your water so you don't have to. Down low, Bai feeds Dots, back out. Here's Cam Anderson. Bluffed the 3. Passes it through to Bai. Now to the far corner. That 3 on the way, no good by Sam Hansen and chased down by Ada-Borup West. Cougars will pass it ahead to midcourt. at the top of the key, and they throw it away. That pass by Spaeth, that's 10 Ada-Borup West turnovers. 8:05 on the clock. Dots will take the inbounds pass from Sam Hansen. Minnesota Motor Company brings you our halftime show. The pre-owned inventory at Minnesota Motor Company is growing. Contact the sales team for a test drive today. By with a pass right side. Dots delivers down low. Backing in is Cam Anderson. Oh, nice delivery on the bounce pass to Sam Hansen, who reverses it in off the layup at the baseline. Beautiful pass, beautiful finish by the Knights, who now lead by 7. It's 22-15 on our Park Region scoreboard. 7.5 to go, and another steal. Great anticipation by Mitchell Dewey. That's 11 turnovers for the Cougars. Out to Cam Anderson. He cuts left on the dribble, fires it up the lane, ricochets off a pair of hands, picked up by Bai. He'll drive in and score. Well, Oates LeGrand would say better to be lucky than good in that case, because it bounced off the hands of the Cougars and into the hands of the Knights under the basket for an easy lay-in. That's 14 for Bai. At the other end, McCraven misses, and it goes off Bai and out of bounds. Charles Scholl is checking in for Ada-Borup West. And Bryce Chesbo is back on the floor for the Knights. 6:58 to play in the half. The Knights are up 9. They have capitalized on 11 Ada-Borup West turnovers. Up the lane to the basket aggressively. Mason Larson will knock it down. 24-17 now. Knights by 7. Sam Hansen, three-point line, near side, back out, top of the key to Chesbo, drives through the defense, up off the glass and in. And Bryce Chesbo has his first basket. The Knights have 6 players in the score column right now, and they lead by 9 again at 26-17. McCraven across the floor to Larson, into the lane, off the heel, and it's grabbed by the Knights. Good rebound by Sam Hansen. The outlet pass taken by Cam Anderson. He'll step into the front court with 6:15 on the clock in the opening half. Nas Dots will pass it up high to Bai. He'll take it to the hole and score again. My goodness, Ben Bai. 16 first half points, and it's a double-digit lead for the Knights. 28-17 on our Park Region scoreboard. Across the floor, here's McCraven driving into the lane, going to the basket. That's good, and then a foul will put McCraven on the line for the three-point play. Ben Bai will get his first and his team foul number 3 on the Knights. And the Cougars, like the Knights, have 6 different players who have scored in this first half. 28-19 as McCraven steps to the foul line. And the free throw will hit the heel. Battle for the board is one under the basket by Larson, and he'll put it back in. Offensive rebound and a basket, and it's 28-21. Nice job there on the offensive boards. Cam Anderson on the near side for the Knights. Drives through the lane. The ball is knocked away. And we're going to have a foul on McCraven. So McCraven picks up his second, and it's team foul number 6. 5:31 left in the half. It is 28-21. The Knights lead by 7 in this Section 6A championship game from the Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Fieldhouse in Fergus Falls. Ben Bai off the inbounds. Great setup by Cam Anderson. The basket counts, and the foul goes against Larson. So Ben Bai has another basket and a chance at another three-point play. He had one earlier. He has 18 points in this first half. And now off the heel with that shot, but an offensive rebound. Marshall Dewey picking it up. Marshall feeds it down low into the lane. Here's the shot on the way off the backboard, no good by Chesbo. And Spaeth comes up with the defensive rebound. Feeds it off to Tingham. Now the deep three is off the mark and rebounded by Marshall Dewey again. Marshall's outlet pass comes to Bryce Chesbo as we hit the 5-minute mark. Knocked away by Spaeth, and the ball knocked into the backcourt, and it's recovered by the Knights. Knights over the midcourt line will set it up left sideline. Here's the drive inside. They kick it out on the three-point line. Marshall Dewey misfires. Rebound Spaeth. Up the floor, coast to coast. Spaeth with the shot and the foul, and he will get 2. No, he will not get 2. It's on the drive, not on the shot. And that foul is on Marshall Dewey. That is his first, and it's team foul number 4. Well, now they are saying it was on the shot. So Cameron Spaeth will shoot a pair. He has a 3-point field goal for his only points. And here's the free throw. Good. 4 points for Spaeth. Cougars have McCraven back in. Tingham goes out. Out comes Mason Larson also. And Caden Dahl is back in. And the free throw on the way and in the basket. So Spaeth hits them both. He has 5, and the lead is 7 for the Knights. They have the ball left side with Chesbo on the sideline to Dots. Back to the top. Deep 3, Mitchell Dewey. That one just hit the backboard. It was not a high percentage look at all, and pretty early in the possession. I don't think that was a shot that Craig Hunter will be happy with. Right side of the lane. Cougars send it back out. Dribble penetration by Dahl, and he'll miss on the bank shot, and the rebound is cleared by Marshall Dewey. Hey, Marshall's hitting the boards. That's 3 rebounds. I think the last 3 rebounds the Knights have had. Here's Sam Hansen up top being bumped. No call there. Back to Dewey. Marshall on the right side. Feeds it to Sam Hansen. Sam cuts into the lane, spins to the basket, missed the shot, and it's rebounded by Spaeth. 3:45 on the clock, first half, 30-23. The Knights lead by 7, and Spaeth will pass it right side to McCraven. McCraven defended by Naz Dots. Across to Spaeth. Into the corner, now back out. Here's Cameron getting a screen. Good switch defensively. He'll let the 3 fly. It's off the heel and tipped out and recovered by the Knights' Bryce Chesbo, who turns and dribbles ahead over the midcourt line. On the wing to Mitch Dewey. Drives inside, bounce past Marshall Dewey. Double teamed in traffic, puts it up. Shot blocked. Marshall Dewey rebounds, and they get it back to Dots on the near side. Baseline feed in the corner to Bryce Chesbo. He drives around the defender, has it rejected from behind. And a nice job there by Charles Scholl. Boy, it's physical out there right now, and body on body, not a lot of space for the shooters. And some really good defensive switching going on also to pick up penetration and limit options offensively. On the dribble, Dewey, Marshall Dewey defending on McCraven. He almost stole it away. Now here's Spaeth with a bounce pass into the lane. Shot pushed up off the heel, no good. Knights will rebound the miss, and it's Marshall Dewey again. That's 4 rebounds for Dewey. Sam Hansen spinning against the defense, and it won't go. It rattled off the rim twice and was pulled down on the defensive board once again by Cameron Spaeth. Here's the pass to Dahl, back out to the top of the key. It's Kritzenberger now. Lance Kritzenberger, 2 minutes to go in the half. We're on 30-23 and have been for about 3.5 minutes. Near the free throw line, pass down to the baseline. Shot clock's under 10, and the Cougars will get the benefit of the foul call. And that foul is going to be assessed to Mitchell Dewey. That's his first. Team foul number 5. And the ball will be put in play from under the basket by the Knights with a minute 51 remaining, or by the Cougars rather, with a minute 51 remaining in the half. And the Knights up 30-23 on our Park Region scoreboard. Minnesota Motors brings you our halftime show. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, make Minnesota Motor Company your first stop. Ball knocked away and out of bounds off the Knights. Shot clock at 11. And it will be Cameron Spaeth triggering the inbounds pass from under the basket. Spaeth will pass it out on the perimeter. Shot clock is down to 8. Dribble penetration, McCraven. We've got a charge on McCraven, and that'll be his third foul. And he'll need to come off the court. We'll get a substitution here as Anders Tinjum will come in. So we got a minute 35 remaining in the half. 30-23, the Knights lead. They have led by as many as 11. We have had 4 lead changes and 3 ties in this first half. We've got a injury, we've got some blood on Naz Dots here. So Dots has to come off, and that'll bring, or is he going to? Yeah, bring Marshall Dewey back in. So 1:33 left. And the inbounds pass goes to Mitchell Dewey from Cam Anderson. Knights have the ball and a lead of 7. We have not seen a point in about 4 minutes for either side. Marshall Dewey on the far side, 3-point line on the drive, baseline, kicks it back out to Anderson. Into the lane, ball knocked loose. 7th West Central area turnover, and the pass ahead to the baseline on the other end will result in a basket. Cameron Spaeth has 7. And it's 30-25. Knight lead down to 5 with a minute to go in the half. Cam Anderson back out to Ben Bai at the top of the key. Sends it right side, Marshall Dewey. Spins right, takes it baseline, double teamed, looking for help. Gets the ball in Ben Bai's hands. And now a 3 on the way by Mitch Dewey. That will not fall. Defensive board, Cameron Spaeth, who's hit the boards hard here in this first half. Spaeth will give it back up on the 3-point line. This is Charles Scholl handing it back to Spaeth. 35 seconds left in the half, 20 on the shot clock. Spaeth passing, Kritzenberger driving and losing the ball, and bounds. Ada-Borup West has 13 turnovers. 27.4 seconds left in the half. As the Knights lead 30-25 on our Park Region scoreboard, Minnesota Motors brings you our halftime show. They're paying top dollar for trade-ins. Contact the sales team at Minnesota Motor Company for a free appraisal. Cameron Anderson working the dribble, passing it off, getting it back. 5 on the shot clock and the game clock. Here's a deep 3 by Dewey. Mitchell, no good, and we've got a... Well, I thought we were going to have a foul at the buzzer, but no call. Time expires. What a battle. 30-25 is our halftime score. The West Central area Knights have the lead over the Ada-Borup West Cougars. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime show comes your way next. Atlas Outdoor Services takes your yard as seriously as you take the games. Good luck this year to all the area teams as they take the court from Atlas Outdoor Services in Fergus Falls. Our Minnesota Motor halftime report begins after this timeout.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls has a fantastic starting lineup. 7 new brands to choose from and pre-owned vehicles too. Plus, Nelson's starting lineup of sales, service, and support personnel are a team you can count on. From your first vehicle to college grad programs through your changing life, Nelson Auto Center helps make your time on the road a rewarding experience. Nelson Auto Center, Ford, Lincoln, Ram, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and GMC. Their starting lineup salute yours.
Your number one West Central area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save and make choices that are smart, like choosing Energy Star appliances, LED lighting, and smart home technologies. Otter Tail Power Company is here to help. Go to otpco.com/smart energy to learn all the ways you can make a difference. Because with energy efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Runestone Insurance, here supporting customers every day and supporting every night. Runestone Insurance Agency, Kensington.
It is halftime. Halftime here at the Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Field House in Fergus Falls. A jam-packed crowd in here for this Section 6A championship game. The West Central Area Knights led by as many as 11, and they currently lead by 5 at halftime over the Ada-Borup West Cougars. The score is 30-25. We have seen 4 lead changes and 3 ties so far in this game. And what a half Ben Bai had. Ben Bai was unstoppable inside. He had 18 points, and he has the only 3-point field goal. He hit the first shot of the day, a 3 from the far side of the floor, and that was the only 3 the Knights had the entire half. And other than Ben, nobody has more than 4 points for the Knights. Cam Anderson is sitting at 4, and then there are 4 players with 2 points apiece. Naz Dotz and Bryce Chesbo, Marshall Dewey, and Sam Hansen all have 2. The Knights have taken 2 free throw attempts, both by Ben Bai, and they made 1. And the only made 3 is also by Ben Bai. For Ada-Borup West, 7 points for Cameron Spaeth, 6 for Mason Larson, 5 for Caden Dahl, and then there are 3 points for Charles Scholl, 2 for Lance Kritzenberger, and 2 for Austin McCraven. The Cougars are 2 for 3 on the line, with Spaeth hitting both of his and McCraven missing his only attempt. And they have hit 3 threes, 1 each for Spaeth, Dahl, and Scholl. But the big number is Ada-Borup West. I have them with 13 turnovers, and the Knights are doing their thing. They cause a lot of problems out there for the ball handlers, a lot of deflected balls, a lot of steals, a lot of transition opportunities. The Knights have turned it over 7 times. And the foul situation, not good for Ada-Borup West. Austin McCraven has 3, and Mason Larson has 2. And nobody with more than 1 for the Knights here at the half. So it's 30-25, West Central Area leading Ada-Borup West on our Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection. It's halftime. This is our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. At Minnesota Motor Company, they know every decision they make affects every mile you drive. Trust the experts at Minnesota Motor Company. More to come after this timeout. You're listening to West Central Area boys basketball in the Section 6A playoffs on Real Rock Z103.
Is it finally time to consider a knee replacement? Lake Region Healthcare's orthopedics team is here to customize every step of your journey back to moving well again. Addressing your concerns, providing options like robotic-assisted knee replacements, and guiding you through a seamless recovery. Our goal is the same as yours, to get you moving with ease as soon as possible. Go to lrhc.org/knee replacement to learn more.
At Thunderseed, we've spent over 4 generations developing the best products for dealers and growers across the region. Success requires a partner who is as committed to the full cycle of your growing season as you are. Call 1-888-6-THUNDER to learn more about our premier partner financing today. Thunderseed, first in the field, family owned, and farmers first.
This is Minnesota, so we're probably going to get some snow eventually, right? When that snow does start coming, the City of Elbow Lake would like to remind you to keep the roadways clear so the city plows can move the snow quickly. The city and Elbow Lake Municipal Power work year-round to provide the best service to the City of Elbow Lake. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, with crews on call to provide service 24 hours a day. The City of Elbow Lake, proudly cheering on the West Central Area Knights.
Minnesota Motor Company has Buicks. Many dealerships in our area no longer sell new Buicks, so Minnesota Motor Company is proud to be able to offer the sale and service of these great vehicles to you. Right now, take advantage of the model year closeouts and save over $5,000 on a 2023 Buick Envision Avenir. Contact the sales team for more information. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Well, both teams have their pep bands here. They are taking turns entertaining the crowd here at the Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Field House in Fergus Falls. It is halftime, and the West Central Area Knights hold a 30-25 lead over the Ada-Borup West Cougars at the half. 4 lead changes and 3 ties in the opening half of this game. Now, the winner of this game will go to state in Class A next week in the Twin Cities. The seeding for the state tournament will take place tomorrow in all of the different classes. So if the Knights are there, if they're playing in the state tournament next week, we'll be there to cover them. Same with the Pelican Rapids Vikings, who are playing Park Rapids area tonight at Concordia College in Moorhead for the Section 8-2A Boys Basketball Championship. Pelican the number 1 seed, Park Rapids the number 2 seed. And if Pelican wins and moves on to state in AA, we will cover them next week as well. The AA tournament begins on Wednesday, and the Class A tournament begins on Thursday of next week. So we'll look forward to that. Earlier today, the Underwood Rockets lost their championship semifinal contest to the top-ranked team in the state, the Goodhue Wildcats. The Rockets had a 7-point lead with 7:38 to go in the first half, but then Goodhue went on a 16-point run to take a 9-point lead. They built that lead to double digits at one time. The Knights cut it back down to 4 with just over 10 minutes to go in the game, but Goodhue was able to pull away for the victory as they won 63-53 earlier today at Williams Arena. So that means the Rockets will play tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at Gangelhoff Center on the campus of Concordia University in St. Paul. They'll play Buffalo Lake Hector. That will be for 3rd place in Class A in girls state tournament action. And Jason Retzloff will be there to cover the game tomorrow morning. So we look forward to hearing Jason's call on that one. What a great year for the Rockets. They are 28-4, and they lost the game today to a team that is ranked number 1 and has some outstanding talent. And anytime you get down to state, every game you play is going to be against an excellent team, obviously. So let's see if they can come home with some hardware. They won the Consolation Championship last year. So you get that 3rd place trophy this year, and then, well, if we follow in line with that, then they'd get the championship trophy next year. So we wish them well. First possession of the second half belongs to the Cougars. They'll set it to the corner. Cougars down 5 as Mason Larson dribbles on the wing. And he tried a cross-court pass, and that's not a good idea against the Knights. They steal and break up the floor for the shot in the lane. No good. By's got a putback attempt, and he missed it. That was a high percentage putback, and he just pushed it up over the basket. So the Cougars dodge a bullet there. Pelican Rapids is leading Park Rapids at halftime, 44-24. That does not surprise me. John Gullingsrud's guys are playing great, and I think they're definitely the cream of the crop in 8-2A. That section, not the strength that this section in 6A has, with a number of teams that could have been playing for the title here. There's a nice move inside by Austin McCraven. He'll score only his second basket. And it's 30-27 now, as the Knight lead is down to 3. Chesbo on the near side for West Central area. Kicks it to the corner. Mitchell Dewey passes it off to Bai. Delivers near the free throw line. Open shot for Anderson. Won't go. And coming through the lane to grab the rebound is Kritzenberger. Knights ahead by 3, and the Cougars with possession here. A minute and a half into the second half. Larson driving, and his pass to the corner, broken up by Bai. It goes out of bounds. So the Cougars will toss it in from under the basket. It'll be put in play by McCraven. Well, no, now they're going to put Spaeth down there to trigger the inbounds pass. Cameron Spaeth, a 6-foot senior, point guard, trying to find someone, and he barely got it in time. Baseline drive, shot is good. Caden Dahl makes it a 1-point game. That's 7 for Dahl. Now the Knights back up the other way as Cam Anderson delivers to Ben Bai down low. Ball is loose and recovered by Dots. Baseline feed, shot won't go. Chesbo rebounds, misses another putback try, and it goes out of bounds off the Cougars. Well, the Knights have had a few easy putback tries under the basket here in the early goings of this second half and not been able to get the ball in the hoop. 16 minutes left in the game. Bounce pass out to Bai. Shot clock at 20. Down low, here's Anderson turning, missing, and drawing the foul. And he will shoot a pair. And that foul is going to be on Spaeth. And that's his second. Team foul number 1 in the second half. Cam Anderson, who had 4 first half points, will be at the line for a pair. And the first shot is good. Well, the Cougars have really done a nice job preventing the Knights from getting outside looks. They've been closing on the shooters on the three-point line and not giving them any space to get their three-point shots off. And the second one is good. And the Knights' outside game is good when they get their looks. 32-29. Three-point lead for the Knights, who have led by as many as 11. On the left sideline, we're going to get a foul. And that foul is going to be against Mitchell Dewey, and that'll be his second. First player with multiple fouls for the Knights, and that is their first foul of the second half. Here's Spaeth out near midcourt. Working the ball to the near side, passing it off to McCraven, returns it to Spaeth. McCraven up top, 2-3 zone for the Knights. There's Dewey all over the ball handler. They feed it to the corner. Open three by Dahl is good, and Caden Dahl has tied the game at 32. Dahl has 10. He is the first player to reach double digits for the Cougars. From outside, the shot by Mitch Dewey is good. That was a 2. So the lead back on the board on the side of the Knights. That's the first basket for Dewey, who averages 13 a game, but he has not had any good looks tonight. Did a nice job getting that look from about 15 and making them pay. Well, again, the Knights have not had good three-point looks, so they may be just a little more conscious of looking for that mid-range jumper instead of trying to locate the open three-man, because there are no open three men. Here's Dahl out of the corner, misfiring. The rebound on the offensive end, and then Dot steals it away. And we got a whistle here. I'm not sure why. Officials are talking it over. There was a weak side rebound, offensive rebound, and Naz Dot stole it away. Shot clock violation is what they're calling, because the shot out of the corner by Dahl did not hit the rim, and the ball was still alive, and it was a shot clock violation. So that's the turnover here. And that I have that 15 turnovers for Ada-Borup West. That's you, Bill. Hey, we're right on it, Bill. So the Cougars have 15 turnovers. That's uncharacteristic. Dots feeds it down low to the baseline. Backing in, here's Cam Anderson feeding it back out. Sam Hansen's three out of the corner is good. Well, it's like the Knights have come to life after that made three-pointer by Caden Dahl tied the game at 32. And now the Knights have scored 5 in a row. At the other end, there's a layup and a foul, and the basket will count, and now McCraven's got a chance to convert the free throw and make it a three-point play. And that foul is the second against the Knights in the half, and it is the second on Ben Bai. We have 14 minutes to play in the game. 37-34. And now the free throw by McCraven, and that is good. So it's a 2-point game. 37-35. Pressure by the Cougars. They feed it ahead behind the defense, and they couldn't get the shot off. Good defense. There's Marshall Dewey forcing the shot, and we've got a foul on the rebound, and that's going to be against the Knights. It's going to be on Sam Hansen. His first, team's third. And the inbounds pass taken by McCraven in the backcourt for the Cougars. 13:40 to go in this game. It's 37-35. The Knights on top. Knights had a battle the other night, 71-68 against Belgrade Brutenell Rosa. Down low now, and a foul is going to be called on Cam Anderson as McCraven tried to put the shot up in tight. And they said that's on Sam Hansen, I guess. I thought they're calling it on Cam, but it's on Sam Hansen. So that's the fourth foul on the Knights. They only had 5 the entire first half. Now McCraven, who just made a free throw into three-point play, misfires from the line. McCraven has 7. Nas Dots checks out, and back into the lineup is Bryce Chesbo for the Knights. 13:26 remaining in the game. Knights up 2. And McCraven will cut it to 1. 8 points for McCraven. And it's 37-30. Or that's not right. Should be 36-35, I think. Here's a corner three. Good. Out of the corner, Mitch Dewey gets the basket. And that'll make it 40-36. 13 minutes left. Bounce pass right side. Dribble penetration by Spaeth, and he throws it away. There's turnover number 16 for the Cougars. On the dribble, Cam Anderson to the wing, to the baseline. We got a foul on the drive. And that foul is on Spaeth. So now you have Spaeth and McCraven with 3 fouls each. And off the bench, Anders Tinjum, the 6'1 freshman, checking in. Ben Bai is back in for the Knights. And he'll spell Marshall Dewey. 12:49 remaining in this game. The Knights are leading by 4. It is 40-36 as Bai throws it in. Great anticipation there by McCraven. He steals, he feeds it ahead, and the layup by Scholl is good. 5 points for Scholl. They capitalize on the turnover, the 8th of the night by the Knights. And it's 40-38, and Craig Hunter wants to talk about it. So there is timeout on the floor. This is going to be a short one. So we'll just take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to coverage of the Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship game on Real Rock Z103.
Your number one West Central area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice. Enjoy the great taste of bottled water without the hassle of going to the store to get it.
Call Culligan Water Conditioning of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls about Culligan Bottled Water Delivery. Serving the community since 1936. Let Culligan worry about your water so you don't have to. Knights have the ball. They lead by 2. It is 40-38 with 12 and a half minutes remaining in the game. Bounce pass down low at the baseline. Chesbo is rejected, and a foul is going to be assessed to Charles Scholl. His second, team's third. Shooting foul puts Chesbo on the line. Knights are 3 for 5. I'll make it 3 for 4 on free throws, and the first one is good. So they've hit 4 out of 5 from the line. Chesbo has 3. 41-38. And the second one is good as well. 42-38. Dots is back in, and Cam Anderson will come out. So the Knights are up 4, and the Cougars have the basketball with 12:23 left in this game. Dots in there defending, putting pressure on the ball handlers. Here's a pass out on the three-point line. Nice dribble up the lane. They kick it back out. Tingham feeding the wing. And it comes near side now to Larson. Larson up top. Passes it near side to Tingham. Returns it on the far wing to Dahl into the lane. And a foul on Mitch Dewey is going to put the Cougars on the line. And Dewey has his third. And that is team foul number 5 in the second half against the Knights. And at the line is Caden Dahl, who has 10 points. And Dahl will shoot 2. Free throw, good. Lance Kritzenberger checks in. And it's 42-39. The Knights lead by 3. And the Cougars will try to make it a 2-point game as Dahl's second free throw is good. He has 12 points, had 5 at halftime, has scored 7 here in the second half. And it's a 2-point West Central area lead as Cam Anderson gets it off to Bryce Chesbo. He drives through the lane, lost the ball, by recovers, feeds the corner. Three-pointer by Hansen won't go. And the weak side board is grabbed by Caden Dahl. Outlet pass taken by McCraven. He'll set it up. McCraven guarded by Hansen up top. McCraven dribbles toward the baseline, off the glass, missed it. Offensive rebound. They feed the three-point line, and that's a good three-point shot by Charles Scholl. And the lead is back on the Cougars side of the board. It is 43-42 on our Park Region scoreboard. Pass to By in the corner. He's double-teamed. Feeds it out to Dots. And Dots enters it up high. Here's Chesbo up the lane, rejected and fouled. And Bryce Chesbo is going to shoot. That foul on Chesbo is committed by Kritzenberger, so it's his second. Team foul number 4. And at the line is Chesbo, who is 2 for 2. He's got 4 points. He'll shoot a pair here. Knights have hit 5 of their 6 free throws, and this one won't go. Checking in for the Cougars, Cameron Spaeth, who's in with 3 fouls, and also Mason Larson, who has 2 fouls. They are both back in the lineup. Chesbo with his second free throw. On the way, and in and out. Missed them both. Still a 1-point Cougar lead as we go under the 11-minute mark here in the second half. On the far side, Cameron Spaeth picks up the dribble, feeds it up top to Tingham. Returns it on the perimeter to Dahl. Now on the far sideline, it's Spaeth. Through the lane it comes. Near side, Larson. Back out to the top. Spaeth bluffs the 3. Drives the lane, lays it in. Nice drive by Cameron Spaeth. His first points of the second half, he has 9. And the Knights break it up the floor quickly, and an easy lay-in for Chesbo. He has 6. And it's 45-44 with 10.5 to go. Pass in the middle of the floor goes to Spaeth. Gets it on the near side to Dahl. To the middle, now bounce pass Larson on the far side. High post pass taken by McCraven. 3-point shot off the heel. Weak side board grabbed by the Cougars, and down low the shot won't go. Another offensive rebound. Spaeth loads the three. It's blocked nicely by Cam Anderson and rebounded by Chesbo. Ahead to Dots. Now Anderson in the corner, waits for the defender to go by and then drills the three. Cam Anderson has 9. And the lead is back on the Knights side, 47-45, 9:45 to go in this game. Right side feed. Caden Dahl back in the middle it goes, gets a return pass at the top, lets it fly off the iron, and we've got a foul under the board on the rebound, and that is going to be on Mason Larson, and that will be his third. Dewey is back in. Hansen goes out. And coming out for the Cougars is Tingham, as he is replaced by Mason Larson. So 9:36 remaining in this game. Knights have the ball and a 2-point lead at 47-45 on our Park Region scoreboard. Bounce pass up high to Chesbo. Feeds Dots on the left wing. Nas to the top. Here's an open three look off the iron by Mitch Dewey and rebounded by the Cougars' Charles Scholl. Outlet pass goes to McCraven. He'll run the offense. They're putting space on the far wing. He delivers a pass near side to Caden Dahl. Now McCraven puts it back in Spaeth's hands in the middle. He wants a screen. Gets it from Dahl. Brings it right side. Cross-court pass. McCraven feeds the corner. Larson spinning toward the baseline. Dots was waiting for him. He strips the ball. Dots coast to coast. Sends it back out to Dewey. And now Cam Anderson's three is good, and the Knights lead by 5. And Cam Anderson has a dozen. 8:40 remaining with a 50-45 lead for the... There's timeout taken by the Cougars. 8:36 on the clock. You're listening to Section 6A Boys Basketball Tournament coverage on Real Rock Z103.
The Silverado inventory is building at Minnesota Motor Company, and that means the prices are going down. Save up to $8,000 on a Silverado half-ton truck when you trade in a vehicle. Looking for a low interest rate? Well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% APR when they finance with GM Financial. Contact the sales team for details. Customer must trade into 2010 model year or newer vehicle. Not available with lease or some other offers.
Minnesota Motor.
At Thunderseed, we've spent over 4 generations developing the best products for dealers and growers across the region. Success requires a partner who is as committed to the full cycle of your growing season as you are. Call 1-888-THUNDER to learn more about our premier partner financing today. Thunderseed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
8 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the game. Right now it is 50-45. The West Central area Knights up by 5. They have led by as many as 11. We have had 6 lead changes, and there have been 4 ties in this game. Atlas Outdoor Services takes your yard as seriously as you take the games. Good luck to all the players in the area as they take the court in the playoffs. Atlas Outdoor Services in Fergus Falls. Cougars bring it out on the three-point line. Kick it to the corner to Dahl. Back out to Spaeth. Driving in, pulling up, and he had a double dribble, I believe. Yes, he did. That's 18 turnovers for the Cougars. Cougars are going to bring in a sub here. They're going to bring Kritzenberger in, replacing Mason Larson. So we're down to 8:21 left. Knights up 5 as they bring it up the floor. Cam Anderson's pass to Ben by double-teamed. Across the floor it goes. Baseline drive, Chesbo. Good double-team by the Cougars. Back out on the three-point line, Mitch Dewey. Boy, they're just on the shooters. They close on that three-point shot so well. Here's Dotson. He's fouled. And that foul is on Kritzenberger, and that'll be his third. And Nas Dots will shoot 2. Nas has 2 points. And the Knights get to the line again. They have made 5 of 8. And here's the first one by Dots. And that one is good. Nas has 3. The Knight lead is 6. Their biggest lead has been 11. And the second one coming. On the way and in the basket, Dots has 4. And checking in for the Knights is Sam Hansen. He will replace Bryce Chesbo. Full court pressure being applied. And the Cougars get it in to McCraven. McCraven at midcourt, bounce pass far sideline. They feed the corner. And it's back in McCraven's hands. Now in the middle, Dahl into the lane. McCraven had it come free. Now he feeds the corner after he got possession back. And Scholl will deliver it up top. Dahl swings it to Spate. Shot clock is at 10. Across the floor. Now here's Spate. Feeding down low. Ball gets away. They save it. Get it into the corner. Forcing up a three that's over the basket. And the shot clock violation occurs again. Both teams have been just great with the defense in the half court. Everything is contested or covered. Closing in on the shooters, forcing some really awkward-looking shots. The three-point game has been really neutralized, although the Knights have hit 4 in the second half after hitting only 1 in the first half. Dots tried a 3 out of the corner and missed it. The weak side board comes to Caden Dahl. Here's Dahl up top, passing it off left side to Cameron Space. Space on the dribble. Passing on the wing. Looking. Now they get it back to Space. He fires it to the top. Kritzenberger, and we've got a foul away from the ball. And that's going to be on Cam Anderson. So that will be his second. And it's team foul number 6 on the Knights. Each team now with 6 second-half fouls. So this game could very easily be a free throw shooting contest before it's over. 52-45. The Knights have the lead. The Cougars have the ball. Spaeth, free throw line, left elbow, in and out. Dots goes high to get the rebound. Nas kicks it up the right sideline. Dewey, Mitchell passing down low to Chesbo. Back to Mitchell, Dewey at the top. Drives the lane, stripped of the ball by McCraven. McCraven on the move. Into the lane, bounce pass Spaeth. At the free throw line, back out, straight on 3 by Dahl, off the heel. Long rebound, McCraven takes it up in traffic, draws the foul. And McCraven will get 2 shots. And that foul whistled against the Knights' Ben By. That is his 3rd. And it is team foul number 7, so the bonus is on. Every time the Knights commit a foul, we'll see free throws. Same with Ada-Borup West. 8 points for McCraven in this game, and there's number 9 as he hits the first free throw. Marshall Dewey is back in. By will get a breather. 6:19 to play in the game. It's a 52-46 lead for the West Central Area Knights. And the second shot is off the front of the rim. Good block out on the rebound. Bryce Chesbo comes away with the ball. And he gives it to Cam Anderson. Fires to Dots. Bluffs the 3. Drives the lane. Lost the ball. Recovered by the Cougars. And the pass ahead to Spaeth for the layup. Spaeth has 11. That was the 10th turnover of the night for West Central Area, and it's 52-48. Baseline drive. Anderson passing. Chesbo scoring. Came up the lane, and Anderson got it to him. That's 8 points for Chesbo, and it's 54-48. Knights by 6. Spaeth had it knocked away, gets it back. They kick it to the far side. 3-point line Dahl. Back out to Spaeth in the middle. Spaeth gives it up. Right side to Dahl. Here's Caden Dahl. Spaeth. Now Dahl again. Again, they're closing out on the shooters. Both sides just not giving a lot of room on the 3-point line. Spaeth. Near side Dahl. Driving. Free throw line. Pushes it up off the rim. And the rebound to Dots. Outlet pass. Near sideline. It's Chesbo. Firing back to Dots on the far side. Nas will give it to Cam Anderson as we are down to 5 minutes remaining in this game. Knights lead by 6. Anderson on the drive baseline, spinning, pushing it up off the side of the rim, and a good rebound down low by Mason Larson. Larson with the outlet pass, and the Cougars want a timeout. 4:48 remaining in this game. It is 54-48. West Central Area leading. There's timeout on the floor. You're listening to the Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship game on Real Rock Z103.
When it comes to knee pain, everybody's story is different. Lifestyle, existing conditions, past injuries, they all play a part. You know your knees and their story. And the orthopedic team at Lake Region Healthcare knows how to help you find options to address the pain they're putting you through. If knee pain is affecting your comfort, mobility, and overall well-being, let's craft a personalized plan for you. Learn more at lrhc.org/knee options.
4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in this game. The West Central Area Knights trying to earn their first ever state tournament appearance. And they are 4:48 away from doing that if they can hold their lead. Both of these teams have just had outstanding seasons. Really, they should both be at state next week. Number 2 and 3 ranked teams in the state right now. They've had outstanding years, but they just happen to land in the same section. Nice basket off penetration by Spaeth, who now has 13, and the Cougars cut it to 4. Knights with possession, Dewey to Dewey. Chesbo brings it back to Cam Anderson. 4:20 remaining. Knights by 4. Anderson gets a return pass from Mitchell Dewey. Gives it back to Mitchell. Free throw line pull-up is good. Well, Dewey has 7 all in the second half. And it's 56-50. Right side pass to Caden Dahl. Dahl goes far sideline to Spaeth. Looking back to Dahl. He takes the pass and returns it to Spaeth. Now he delivers it into the lane. McCraven back out to Dahl. Spinning to the basket, double team. Kicks it off in the corner. And now the open look for McCraven out of the corner. Hits the rim. The ball hits the floor. McCraven grabs it. And we've got a foul on Marshall Dewey, I believe. Yep, Marshall picks up his second. Bonus is on, so we'll see free throws here. And it will be McCraven on the line. He has hit 3 of 6 free throws in the game. He has 9 points. Spaeth and Dahl are both in double figures, and now they are joined by McCraven as he hits his 10th point. 56-51. Knights by 5. 3:40 on the clock. Great crowd here tonight at the Otter Gym, the Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Fieldhouse. Second one is good. So 11 points now for McCraven. And it's a 4-point West Central area lead as Cam Anderson crosses into the front court. Bounce pass down low. Chesbo backing in. Being defended well down there by Kritzenberger. Pass to the corner. Stolen away by the Cougars. It's Spaeth, coast to coast on the drive, moving in, and we're going to have a charge on Spaeth, and he can't believe it, and frankly, I can't either. 20 turnovers on Ada-Borup West. It really, that's a no call, I think. And so does Coach McCraven, I believe, by the way he responded on that. So that's turnover number 20 on the Cougars. 3:12 left. Now we've got a technical on Coach McCraven. That is not good timing. 3:10 left in the game and a 4-point lead for the Knights. And Coach McCraven couldn't control the temper on that, and he gets the technical foul. And we'll see who's going to shoot it here. It's going to be Mitch Dewey going to the line. And Mitch will shoot and miss. And his second opportunity on the technical, and the Knights will get the ball too. Good. So it's a 5-point deficit now at 57-52 with 3:10 remaining. And the Knights will throw it in from across the way. I don't think they put the point on the board, did they? Yeah, they haven't put the point up. Here's Dewey with it on the three-point line. 3 minutes to go. Here's Cam Anderson working it. Cam with the dribble. Feeds the corner. There's a three by Mitchell Dewey. It's off the mark. Rebound is tipped and recovered by Kritzenberger. Cougars with the basketball. The pass off to Spaeth on the dribble. Top of the key. Working against Cresbo. Down low to McCraven in traffic and a foul. And it'll put Austin McCraven on the line for a pair. Foul is on Dewey. Mitch Dewey has his fourth. 2:36 remaining as McCraven is at the line for two. He's been there a lot in this second half. And the first one is good. He has hit 3 in a row and 5 of his last 6 from the line. He is 6 for 9 on the night and 7 for 10. And it is a 3-point game at 57-54 with 2.5 minutes to go. Knights have the lead and the ball. Ben By on the near side, dribbles across. Passes off, driving to the basket, rolling off the rim with that shot was Cam Anderson. It looked like it was going to roll in. It rolled right around and came down. And McCraven grabbed the rebound. So the Cougars down 3, have possession. Spaeth feeds it to the baseline, back out, top of the key. Spaeth working against Naz Dots. Pass down low, McCraven inside will score. Nice entry pass. McCraven has really come alive. He has 13 of his 15 in the second half. It is 57-56. Knights by 1. Craig Hunter wants timeout. 1:48 remaining. This is a Section 6A championship game that's going down to the wire. And we'll take a timeout and come back. Don't go away. More Section 6A championship action coming your way on Real Rock Z103.
Minnesota Motor Company has Buicks. Many dealerships in our area no longer sell new Buicks, so Minnesota Motor Company is proud to be able to offer the sale and service of these great vehicles to you. Right now, take advantage of the model year closeouts and save over $5,000 on a 2023 Buick Envision Avenir. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Well, this place is jam-packed tonight. The Outer Fieldhouse, Roosevelt Gym, for the Section 6A championship. West Central area is leading Ada-Borup West 57-56, and the Knights have the ball. Cam Anderson takes it into the lane, dishes it back out to Ben By to the corner. We got a charge. A charge on By. That is his fourth foul. It is turnover number 11 on the Knights, and Ada-Borup West has the ball. 1:38 remaining. Knights lead by 1. We have had 6 lead changes and 4 ties in this game. And the Cougars down a point. That point difference is that technical free throw that was shot and made by Mitchell Dewey. And the Cougars against pressure. Spaeth will get it in and gets a return pass. Bounce pass comes near side to McCraven. Steps over the line against Dots. Double team. Passes it off on the sideline. Now back out near midcourt. Spaeth working it. Right side to Dahl. Back to Spaeth. Deep 3 off the heel. Battle for the rebound. Comes to the Knights. Cam Anderson out of the backcourt. He'll pull it out near midcourt. Wait for everybody to get ready. And then run a play. Man-to-man half-court defense for the Cougars. And now Craig Hunter wants a timeout. 1:06 remaining in this game. It's 57-56. West Central area leading Ada-Borup West on our Park Region scoreboard. More Section 6A championship basketball coming up after this timeout.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
As the days grow longer and the sun gets warmer, it's time to start planning your summer building projects. Whether it's a new deck, porch, addition, or that dream cabin, Grant County Lumber and Hardware is here to help every step of the way.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
Oh, hey there, folks. You know, Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake's got your back come game day, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Before you head out to them big away games, swing by their friendly C-store and fill her up on gas and goodies. With Amore Pork in the cooler and Abby's Bakery on the shelves. They got snacks tastier than Snickers salad at the church potluck. And that's really saying something. Now let's hit the road and cheer on the nights. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake. Grab your snacks and get some gas. Oh, and hey, watch out for deer.
Well, we're down to 1 minute remaining here in this game, in regulation time anyway. The Knights lead by a point over the Cougars. Cam Anderson in the lane, bounce pass down low, by, and he'll score his first points of the second half. He had 18 in the first half, but they have done a great job on by in the second half inside. And it's 59-56. The Knights lead by 3, and now Coach Nate McCraven wants a timeout. 37.2 seconds remaining in this game. Don't go away. More Section 6A championship action coming up.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save and make choices that are smart. Like choosing Energy Star appliances, LED lighting, and smart home technologies. Otter Tail Power Company is here to help. Go to otpco.com/smart energy to learn all the ways you can make a difference. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
Back live at the Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Field House in Fergus Falls, the Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship game. The West Central Area Knights are leading the Ada-Borup West Cougars 59-56. Cougars have the ball, down 3. There's 37.2 seconds remaining in this game, and Cameron Spaeth is going to throw the ball in from in front of the scorer's table. Well, the Knights' defense has been spectacular all season. They have forced 20 turnovers tonight, and that defense is going to be in focus right now as the Cougars try to set up an offensive opportunity to either get to within a point or tie the game. Spaeth driving, passing back out. McCraven to the top. Shot clock's at 10. They've had a few violations of the shot clock tonight, and they're having trouble getting a look here. Here's Spaeth driving. He's going to have to force it up, and it misses, and the rebound is grabbed by Ben By. And we've got a backcourt foul. Well, Spaeth had the look on the far side. It rimmed out. The Knights Ben By got the rebound, and we'll see Mitch Dewey going to the line as the foul was committed by Lance Kritzenberger, and that is his fourth. So By, who has 20 points and only 2 in the second half. All right, I'm sorry, Dewey. Dewey is on the line. By got the rebound. Mitch Dewey is on the line, and he has 8 points. He's 1 for 2 on the line, including the technical free throw, and it will bounce off the rim, no good. And now a timeout taken right away on the rebound. 6.3 seconds left. Ada-Borup West is going to get a possession and a three-point look to try to tie the game. 59-56. It's a three-point lead for the West Central Area Knights. And we'll keep it right here. You know, in our society, winning has come to mean everything. And if winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, then everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and contest officials. Remember, good sports are winners no matter the score. This reminder brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., Gangelhoff Center at Concordia University. Jason Retzloff on KJ Country, 96.5. Underwood Rockets trying for third place in the state in the Class A state tournament as they will face Buffalo Lake Hector Stewart in that third place game. Now the officials are talking to the scoreboard operator here, and I think we're okay now. 6.8 seconds. 59-56. Cougars have to come the whole length of the floor on this inbounds play. Here's the pass taken by Spaeth over the line. Spaeth takes the deep three. It's in and out. Rebound comes to the Knights. We've got a foul immediately. And with 0.1 second left, the West Central Area Knights are going to wrap this one up. That foul is on Kritzenberger. It is his 5th foul. So he fouls out with 1/10 of a second remaining. And at the line, Bryce Chesbo, who has 8 points. He is 2 for 4 on the line. He will shoot 2 here. And checking in for the Ada-Borup West Cougars is Charles Scholl. So a 2-shot foul situation here for Bryce Chesbo. And now the officials are congregating. And I think they're going to put a little time back on the clock, perhaps. They're talking about it anyway. Stay tuned on the postgame show. We'll bring you our quality player of the game for Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. That'll come up on our postgame report. So Chesbo had only 2 at halftime. He has 8 right now. 2 for 4 on the line. Free throw, in and out. Now there's 0.4 seconds. So feasibly, it could be done. But here's the shot, and Chesbo makes it a 4-point lead, and that'll wrap it up. Cougars throw it in. The full court shot is wide of the backboard, and the West Central Area Knights are headed to state for the first time in school history in boys basketball. 60-56 is the final score here at the Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Field House in Fergus Falls, as the West Central Area Knights, the number 2 ranked team in the state of Minnesota in Class A, have beaten the 3rd-ranked team in the state, the Ada-Borup West Cougars, and the Knights will head to state next week on Wednesday for the Thursday for the opening round game in the Class A state tournament. They will find out the seeding tomorrow, see who their first round opponent is, the one they play, and we will certainly let you know. And we're heading to state also with the West Central Area Knights as they defeat the Ada-Borup West Cougars by a final score of 60-56. Stay tuned. We'll have our post-game wrap-up coming your way next. You're listening to coverage of the Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship game on Real Rock Z103.
If you have kids in high school, you know the whole family stays in high gear. From cheering for high scores at games, to enjoying high notes at concerts, to supporting high goals in classes. When you're at home, your internet connection needs to meet the high demands of smart TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. High school virtually demands high speeds. With Runestone Telecom, higher speed is a simple phone call away. Contact us today at runestone.net and move your family to a high-speed world.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
As the days grow longer and the sun gets warmer, it's time to start planning your summer building projects. Whether it's a new deck, porch, addition, or that dream cabin, Grant County Lumber and Hardware is here to help every step of the way.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
Your number one West Central area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
Welcome to our post-game report following the West Central Area Knights 60-56 victory over the Ada-Borup West Cougars here in the Section 6A championship game. The Knights led at halftime 30-25. They had an 11-point lead at one time in the first half. However, the Cougars took the lead back in the second half. We had a couple of lead changes in the second half. But West Central area was able to maintain a 3 to 6 point lead for much of the last part of the second half and to get the victory, even though they were outscored by 1 in the second half, 31-30. They win the game by 4, 60-56. Let's take a look at the scoring. First of all, for the visiting Ada-Borup West Cougars, and they had 3 players in double figures, led by Austin McCraven with 15. McCraven had a tough first half, but he had 13 of his points in the second half. He has 15 total. 13 for Cameron Spaeth and a dozen for Caden Dahl. Also 8 points for Charles Scholl coming off the bench. 6 for Mason Larson, all in the first half, and 2 for Lance Kritzenberger in the game. As a team, the Cougars made 15 free throws in the game. So good job at the line for the Cougars. They did wind up hitting just 5 threes in the game. And for the West Central area Knights, Ben Bai, what a first half he had. He had 18 points at halftime. He had just 1 field goal in the second half, so they did a nice job limiting his damage in the second half, did the Cougars, as he winds up with a game-high 20 points in the game. 12 points for Cam Anderson, including a pair of second-half threes. 9 points for Bryce Chesbo in the game. 5 points for Sam Hansen. 4 for Naz Dotz. And 2 for Marshall Dewey. From the free throw line, the Knights made 9 free throws. And they shot 16. So they were 9 for 16 on the line. As far as the 3-point field goals, they had only 1 in the first half, and that was from Ben Bai. So their outside game was really neutralized by the defense on the perimeter by Ada-Borup West. But in the second half, they did get a few looks, and they hit 4 threes, 2 of them by Cam Anderson, 1 by Mitch Dewey, and 1 by Sam Hansen. So they finished with 5 threes in the game. 11 turnovers for the Knights, but probably the key stat in this game is going to be the Ada-Borup West turnover numbers, because they turned the ball over 20 times. And I'm not sure how many transition points or points off turnovers the Knights got, but it was enough, as they really did a good job pressuring the Cougars, as they have done all year. Their half-court defensive pressure on the ball is outstanding. And that was a key stat tonight. 20 turnovers by the Cougars helped the Knights build that 11-point lead, hold that 5-point halftime lead, and maintain that lead throughout the second half and get the victory here tonight. So for the West Central area Knights, they improved to 27-3 as they earned their first ever state tournament trip in boys basketball. They will take a 17-game winning streak into the Class A boys state tournament starting on Thursday. Ada-Borup West finishes an outstanding season with a record of 24-6. They had a great tournament run, and they should really be at state, folks. This is the number 3 ranked team in the state. They've been ranked in the top 10 most of the season. And they are a team that is a state caliber team. And this was a state tournament caliber game. This was a great section championship game between very competitive teams who, well, either one of them, I think, would have represented Section 6A well down at the state tournament. It'll be the Knights that get the chance to do it next week. We'll come back with our final comments and our naming of the quality player of the game for Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. After our final timeout, you're listening to the Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship game on Real Rock Z103.
This is Minnesota, so we're probably going to get some snow eventually, right? When that snow does start coming, the City of Elbow Lake would like to remind you to keep the roadways clear so the city plows can move the snow quickly. The city and Elbow Lake Municipal Power work year-round to provide the best service to the City of Elbow Lake. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, with crews on call to provide service 24 hours a day. The City of Elbow Lake, proudly cheering on the West Central Area Knights.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Runestone Insurance, here supporting customers every day and supporting every night. Runestone Insurance Agency, Kensington.
Quality Toyota is proud to salute the achievements of each quality player. It takes teamwork to compete, and the Quality Player Award recognizes the extra effort by an individual in each athletic contest. Quality Toyota commends the hard work, dedication, and quality efforts of these outstanding youth. That attitude will help each quality player as they go forward. Congratulations to each of the quality players from Quality Toyota on West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
We are back live at the Roosevelt Gym at the Otter Field House in Fergus Falls as the West Central Area Knights have won the Section 6A championship by beating the Ada-Borup West Cougars by a score of 60-56. The medals and ribbons have been handed out. The championship plaque and runner-up plaque have been handed out. And the fans are on the court storming their team and coaches and celebrating a championship for the West Central Area Knights. It is time to name our quality player of the game for Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. For screen printing and embroidery on custom apparel with the best in personal service around, contact Lake Country Graphics at 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027. We're going to try and get Craig Hunter over here to talk and see if we can't get a few minutes from Craig Hunter. But our quality player of the game, I'm going with Ben Bai. He set the tone. 18 first half points, 20 in the game. Was shut down in the second half offensively, but got his share of rebounds and key rebounds in that second half with that 20-point performance. Ben Bai is our quality player of the game for Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. So we're going to have a West Central area basketball from the state tournament next week, and they will start play on Thursday. We will find out tomorrow who they play and what time they play on Thursday in the quarterfinal round of the tournament. And it sounds like, well, let's see. We have a final, and it was a big gap. Pelican Rapids, it went to running time, actually. Pelican shot the ball 65%. The Vikings shot at Concordia tonight, and they win the Section 8-2A title 82-49 over Park Rapids area. So the Vikings, I know they'll play either at 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock on Wednesday night in the Section 8-2A quarterfinals, and they'll either play at Williams Arena or Target Center. There are two of the quarterfinal games at each location on Wednesday night, but we won't know who plays who and where until the seeding is made officially public tomorrow as the coaches will seed in the morning for all 4 of the classes in the state tournament. So we'll see if we can't get Coach Hunter up here trying to get he's pretty swamped, as you might imagine. So, but we'll see if we can't get him for the post-game show. Well, this turned out to be everything that you hope for in a championship game, as we had 6 lead changes. There were 4 ties. It was back and forth for a while in that second half after the Cougars caught the Knights and were able to take the lead at 43-42. Then the Knights got the lead back, and they were able to pick up the victory. This is the first ever state tournament appearance for the West Central area boys basketball team. So we're not done yet, folks. We've got both West Central area and Pelican Rapids on the state tournament schedule for next week. And we'll keep you posted on the game times and all that. Tomorrow, though, we will have he's coming. Here we go. The Underwood Rockets tomorrow, 10 a.m. from Concordia University in St. Paul at the Gangelhoff Center.
Yeah, thanks. Good to see you.
Greg Hunter has never been shaking as many hands as he has right now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Between text messages, today wishing me good luck, and this, it's crazy. I don't know how the people that go to the Final Four do it. I think they have someone answering their phone, because I had a lot of, even like people that officiated us and former coaches like Brad Strand, Arlie Ohm, they're all texting, that we're pulling for you guys, and, okay. And they said, like, we really appreciate your program because you do things the right way and play the right way, and we're all pulling for you. So it's kind of cool to have all that support.
I'll say amen to that. You do it right. And it's been, of course, a long time coming to get to that state tournament. But I don't know if I've seen you jump as high as this. Like a jump out there after you got the final buzzer.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I jumped that high. But, it's just a lot of emotion. And, we've had a good program for 25 straight years. And we've been in a few of these games, and there's always been, we got our best player hurt against Henning a few years ago, sprained his ankle. And 2007, we had a couple guys banking shots in the last minute and lost some heartbreakers. And so, when you get to the end, you're just like, I hope this doesn't happen again. But those last couple possessions, man, it was really good defense. We talked what we wanted to do in the huddle, and we ran our defense. We just switched everything, which we practiced that end of the game stuff, and the kids really executed it because, we knew they needed a 3, and then we just told them, you got to go get that rebound wherever it is, all 5 of you, and they did it.
All night long, Craig, you guys were closing out on the perimeter, not giving them that three-point look. It was really hard for them. They had a number of shot clock violations. They couldn't get the shot they wanted.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, we play some zone, and, in the old days, zone was, shoot from the outside, but our zone is actually a three-point defense because we spread it out. We get really active, and we work on it. My assistant coach, John Nelson, runs most of the zone, so it's a lot of credit to him, but we work on it every day, and we do breakdown drills where they're moving the ball and just taking away three-point shots, and that's good. We did a good job, I thought, of that, because they have a couple kids like number 10. If they get going, they're dangerous. And in the first half, we lost them, I think, maybe twice, and we talked a little bit about that at halftime. But yeah, overall, it was a really good job. The ones they had to take were pretty deep and with a hand in their face, and that was a big key too.
You guys did a great job in the first half, getting some good looks inside. Ben Bai got open a few times, and your guys found him, and that was very effective. But they kind of limited Ben's effectiveness offensively, but not on the rebounds in the second half.
Yeah, that was kind of our game plan. Even you were at the BB game the other night, and we struggled for our offense. And at halftime in that game, we told them we got to get Ben touches. And if you watch the BB game, Ben had 6 assists in that game, which he's done several times this year. And I showed him the film after, like on our offense, just about every time we scored, either Bryce or Ben touched the ball in the post, and then, it was a kick out with a flare screen on the backside or something, and they had to recover. And that's kind of in the second half, too. They started double teaming Ben more and trying to force him out, but we still got him to touch the ball. And we got some guys cutting to the basket and got open when they're doubling them. So that's the big key to him. I mean, he's a heck of a player.
Yeah, absolutely. And your team is just, they play so well together out there. And it seems like, when somebody is double-teamed, everybody else rises to the occasion. And you had great second-half play. Mitch Dewey didn't score in the first half, but he wound up getting 8 or 9 points for you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, these kids are unselfish, and they know that. I mean, that we see in the box score some of their friends they play AU with are scoring 35 and 29. And I said if someone in our team tried to score 30, we'd probably lose. We don't, because that means they're going to be forcing stuff. Like, we have enough weapons, or we move the ball. There's so many guys to guard. And we talk about it a lot in selfishness. We do drills that our kids are good at the one more pass, and they catch it. They're pretty good shooters, and teams fly at us, and we're good to get that little shot fake and then zip it one more for even a better shot, And that's what I love about them, how unselfish they are. We have 4 players averaging between 13 and 15, so.
Makes it tough on the defense, that's for sure. So you're going into the state tournament on a 17-game winning streak. You're the number 2 ranked team in the state. Some teams might get a little nervous about having all that on their backs, but I think your guys kind of thrive on that maybe.
We don't even have any idea how many games we won. We don't talk about it. I've never mentioned it. I did think about it one day. I think at one time we were 10-3, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, we always just talk about playing at our best. We don't talk about winning and losing that much. We talk about doing details and doing the things we have to, and it usually works out if you do those details.
Yeah, you talk to the coaches who've had success and a lot of wins, and they say, hey, if you're doing everything you need to do right, the wins will take care of themselves.
Yeah, exactly. That's Nick Saban at Alabama. Like you said, they just work on blocking and tackling and fundamentals, just like we do on closeouts and being strong with the basketball and pass faking. And it usually works out if you just focus on that, because otherwise you get too caught up in winning and losing. And
I'm sure your phone's blowing up right now. You're going to have a lot of text to answer to. So what now? What between now and you got a lot of things to plan now?
So they said there's going to be a email sent out tonight, and we have to have the seating done by 7:30 tomorrow morning. So I suppose we could either do it when it comes like around midnight or early in the morning. The tough part about this is we have to fill out a thing on our teams before we play this game, all the teams. So there's 16 teams. You got to tell them, like, what do you think your best wins are and things like that. So that's kind of nerve-wracking, too. Like, I'm filling this out if we lose, because you really want to do the seating. And then there's a Zoom meeting at 10 o'clock where they're going to tell us where everybody's rated. So, and then we're going to start getting plans, for hotels. We already talked about that a little bit, because you got to do some of that stuff ahead of time, too. Stuff for the TV station. There's a lot of stuff. But we'll gladly do all that stuff.
Well, congratulations, Craig. Get out there and get those nets cut now. Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yep. Goodbye.
Craig Hunter, head coach of the Knights, as they are the Section 6A champions in this game tonight, beating Ada-Borup West 60-56, and they're headed to state, and they will play on Thursday. We don't know the time. It could be 11, could be 1, could be 3, could be 5. And that's the way it is right now. We'll know tomorrow morning after the seating is done. So that'll do it for our coverage here from the Otter Fieldhouse, the Roosevelt Gym, the site of the Section 6A Boys Basketball Championship game. The Knights win 60-56 on our Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection. You've been listening to Section 6A Boys Basketball Tournament coverage on Real Rock Z103.
Today's game has been brought to you by Grant County Lumber, Nelson Auto Center, and the Nelson Auto Center starting lineup, Runestone Telecom, Farmers Co-op Oil, Culligan of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls, Minnesota Motor Company, and the Minnesota Motor Company Halftime Report, Thunderseed, Quality Toyota, and the Quality Toyota Player of the Game, Lake Country Graphics, Park Region, and the Park Region Scoreboard, Lake Region Healthcare, City of Elbow Lake, Runestone Insurance, and Ottertail Power Company. This has been a Leighton Media Sports presentation.